The Adventures of Bayou Billy, developed and published by Konami in 1989, originally released in Japan under the title Mad City in 1988. This game is a linear action-style game that consists of three games: a beat-em-up, a first-person shooter, and car driving. This game is one of the first games on Nintendo to be a three games in one type of game. This game was also one of the first games on Nintendo to use voice sampling. The plot of this game is about the main character, Billy West, rescuing his girlfriend, Annabelle Lane, from his enemy, Godfather Gordon. Billy smashed Gordon's red beans and rice warehouse, the headquarters of a global smuggling network, and Gordon wants revenge, so he kidnapped Billy's girlfriend, Annabelle, and forces Billy into a fight at his estate. There's 9 stages in the game. Stage 1, Billy's Backyard, a beat-em-up stage. Stage 2, Deep in the Heart of the Dixie Swamp, a first-person shooter stage. Stage 3, Gator Alley, another beat-em-up stage. Stage 4, The Road to New Orleans, a car driving stage. Stage 5, Superdome Drive, another car driving stage. Stage 6, The French Quarter, also known as Bourbon Street, another beat-em-up stage. Stage 7, Gordon's Gateway, also known as Murderer's Row, another first-person shooter stage. Stage 8, Hitman's Yard, another beat-em-up stage. And Stage 9, The Perilous Plantation Parlor, also known as Gordon's Estate, another beat-em-up stage. This game has two first-person shooter modes, Game Mode A and Game Mode B. Game Mode A uses the NES Zapper, and the game controls are self-explanatory before every stage. Game Mode B uses the controller, and again, the game controls are self-explanatory before every stage. This game has a practice mode that helps players improve their skills for the game. There are 4 practice mode games, and the games are self-explanatory. There is the street fighting game, the action driving game, shoot 'em up game A, and shoot 'em up game B. Players earn rewards after completing practice mode games. This game also has a sound mode that allows players to listen to the soundtrack of the game and the sound effects of the game. This game has a good variety of weapons for players to use to help them kill enemies. There is also plenty of items and power-ups in the game to help players advance from one stage of the game to the next stage. This game offers a decent amount of enemy bosses for players to fight. Players can continue 4 times after getting a game over, but on the 5th game over, the game ends, and the game over screen looks awesome. Overall, this game has good music, good graphics, decent controls, a decent storyline, a good variety of enemies to fight along with the stage bosses, decent cutscenes, decent animated dialogue scenes in between stages, and a decent ending. So this game has everything it needs to be a great classic Nintendo game, but this game has a few flaws, and the flaws are what prevent a good game from being a great game. Here are the flaws I noticed. In the car driving stages, after I throw a grenade to hit a plane or a helicopter in the sky, I can't use the vehicle gun to shoot enemy vehicles, because the game won't let me. So I have to wait for the grenade to explode so I can use the vehicle gun to shoot enemy vehicles. Having to wait for the grenade to explode to use the vehicle gun is fucking stupid. During the first-person shooter stages in Game Mode A, I am forced to use the NES Zapper close to the TV to shoot the enemies hiding behind the windows, bushes, and the pawns, and if I shoot them from a distance, I miss them. I like using the NES Zapper and shooting enemies from a distance. But being forced to use the NES Zapper close to the TV to shoot some assholes is cheating and bullshit. In Game Mode B, I have to quickly release the A or B buttons after killing enemies because the game goes into autofire. So if I'm not quick enough to release the A or B buttons after killing enemies, I waste ammunition. And in both Game Mode A and Game Mode B first-person shooter stages, if I run out of ammunition, I die. It's fucking retarded. The biggest flaw of this game is during the beat-em-up stages. If I take a few hits from an enemy, I lose a health bar. So if I attack an enemy in a head-to-head fight, I get my ass handed to me. What the fuck is this stupid shit? This is the one flaw of the game that pissed off so many Nintendo gamers and it made them hate the game. To this very day, Nintendo gamers call this a bad game because of this flaw. I remember playing this game as a kid and struggling to get past the first stage because of this bullshit. It really pissed me off. Years later, I revisited this game and I found a trick without the help of a strategy guide or watching an online video. The trick I discovered for passing the beat 'em up stages is this. Approach the enemy, attack him, then back away from the enemy and repeat doing this. This trick will help you through the beat 'em up stages. Even though this game has a few flaws, it is a good and fun underrated Nintendo classic. It is one that is worth your hard-earned money, and it is one that I would recommend to any Nintendo gamer. Thanks for watching and have a good night.